Yeah. Hold the torch. I just came to keep the flame hot. I just came to keep the flame hot. I just came to keep the flame hot. I keep that flame on hot. I just came to keep that flame hot. I just came to keep that flame hot. Y'all know, I just came to keep the flame hot. I just came to keep the flame hot. Yeah, it's the Sunday show. For more details, come to my page. Let's get to it and check out my video, Sunday show. Yeah. I just came to keep that flame hot. Yeah. I just came to keep the flame hot. This King Sam the Powerful, the biggest hater this side of Texas. I talk reckless, y'all. Quarters in session. I just came to keep that flame hot. Flaming hot topics and details. Y'all come and check out my page. Y'all come to Let's Get To It, and that's a tour with a U, cause I always got you in mind. Yeah. What up with y'all? Y'all know what it is. We back. We back in business, Baltimore. We back like we left something. Y'all know what it is. I'm King Sam the Powerful, the biggest hater this side of Texas. I talk reckless, and this is Let's Get To It, and the tour with a U, cause I always got you in mind. And y'all my go-getters. Let's go. Quarters in session. Got a good topic today. The topic is flirting. Is it inappropriate? What's up with flirting? Is it inappropriate? What do you consider flirting? Is flirting cheating? You know, I've been asking around, trying to get all types of answers, taking my surveys, asking men, asked the fellas at the barbershop, asked females when I was coming and going, when I was delivering at work, and it was a lot of input. Some people said, you know, that's just their behavior. Some people was like, oh no, flirting is cheating. Some people was like, no, some people got flirtatious behavior. You know, they smiling. Some people even said holding the door is flirting, and that's a no-no. So that's why our topic for today. I want to dig into flirting. Is flirting cheating? Is flirting inappropriate? And what is flirting? When have you gone too far, or when did your significant other go too far? And when did you have to put your feet down? Flirtation. So let's go get in it. When there's a red flag for flirting, that's what you give them. So we're going to start the topic. You know, let's get into what flirtation is, my understanding. And if y'all got something, y'all come on in the chat. Let me know, man. But to my understanding, you could look at flirtation in different ways. Some people consider flirtation just a bubbly behavior, or they just, you know, in a good mood and they being nice. And, you know, some people consider that too much. But some people, you know, that's their personality. I've met people who are not flirting with you, who don't want nothing to do with you, but they just nice in character. So we're going to break down what the definition of flirting really is. I would say when it's being emotionally, I guess, in a good mood for others. When you're upbeat and your personality is attractive to others. That's probably what I would consider flirtation. Now, some people consider flirtation as something deeper than that. And they consider flirtation when you're doing too much, when you touching, when you smiling too much, when you're talking too much, when you're giving out too many, you know, compliments. And then you got another level of flirtation where people are being outright inappropriate, where they making sexual advances and innuendos and they doing too much. So that's what I wanted to dig in on. I wanted to give my understanding of what it was, some of my experiences with flirting, and I wanted to give out, just some of the stuff that I was hearing out and about when I was asking people about flirtation. I could start with a friend of mine, Eric. Y'all know him from Elite Pros. We do the barbershop talk every Saturday. And he was saying, flirtation starts with a seed. The seed is in the mind. And what that thought is, that's what the rest of you would manifest. So he was saying, if it's inappropriate and it started in your heart, if the lust start right there in your heart, that's where it's at. And that's where, the actual transgression is. Then I had another older gentleman. His name was Delaney. He was telling me that, some of the stuff people consider flirting is basically what his family had taught him. Like his mother say, open up the doors, speak to people when they come by, be of assistance, basically that Southern hospitality, because he was from Charleston, South Carolina. Big shout out to Charleston, South Carolina, y'all. That's where my grandmother and grandfather on my mother's side from. So I know what he was saying because, that's a part of being upstanding and, being honorable, being a gentleman. You open the doors, you hold the door open for somebody in need. Not particularly for men, but for women. And maybe a woman didn't have that type of upbringing and it might strike her as strange. She might want to, speak out against that. Here we go. I got a cup of tea, y'all, to keep me loquacious up in here. Y'all see what's going on? 1 second. I want to give a shout out to Sunrise Kitchen, Bath, and Closets. They got 3 locations, one in Chesapeake, one in Norfolk, and one in Hampton right here on Mercury Boulevard, y'all. You know what they doing? They making the home remodeling process simple, and they transforming homes. I think they got a website. I don't know if y'all can see it, so I'm going to read it out to y'all. It's Sunrise Kitchen and kitchenbath.com, all one word. sunrisekitchenbath.com. Y'all go check them out, man. They do countertops, lightings, flooring. They do the whole remodeling process and just make it a simple and easy. And they do a good job, y'all. If y'all don't want to check it out online, the number is 800-830-4605. That's Sunrise Kitchen, Bath, and Closets, y'all. But I want to thank my wife for bringing me this tea right here. It's kind of warm because I got all these bright lights. I want to know if y'all noticing the difference because I set my lights up a little bit different. So, I got it is a little bit brighter. I had a couple of complaints saying it's kind of dark. So I wanted to change the mood. I still got the cinematic lighting, but I repositioned one of my lights and I added another light to the mix. And I think I got a good mix right now. I think it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. So yeah. Let's get back into this topic of flirtation. Like Mr. Delaney was saying, he was like, some of the stuff people consider flirtation ain't really flirtation. It's just you being an honorable person and you showing respect and you acting like you got some home training. So he was saying, that might not be a time to argue right there. That might be a time for you, a learning experience. So you could tell her why you do it, who taught you how to do it. That way she could gain an understanding. She might not process it right there in that second, but she could process it on her time and then not feel a certain way when you're doing the things that you've been trained or conditioned to do as a child into a man. So, I'm going to skip over out the barbershop, but I'm going to come back to the barbershop, skip out of the barbershop. I ran across a couple people along my travels at work, and when I brought the topic up, that's what it was. And one person, she was kind of young. She was like, if it ain't about me, it's flirting. And I was like, oh my stars. You kind of, That's a wild take to have. If it ain't about me, it's so I said, say he opened the door for some. If he ain't supposed to, she get her own man to open her door for her. If she want the door open, she get her man. I was like, ooh, wee. And one person was like, if he all the talking and looking at somebody, and if he talking too much, then he out of pocket. And I was like, oh man, talking. That's what humans do. We communicate. But I guess some people that's what the long that's but they were younger. So I guess some people that's where the line is drawn at. And some people Eric was saying reckless eyeballing. And I said, what you mean by reckless eyeballing? He was like, when you looking with a one-time spirit, you got less in your eye. That's reckless eyeballing. So I said, okay, I understand what you're saying. You're not just saying looking, you saying looking with intention in your eye. And that goes back to what he was saying, that it starts as a seed in a thought, and then you act upon it. So, I could go for that. Then I asked my wife, she was like, if you showing too many teeth, if you smiling too much, and ain't nothing funny, but you acting as if you entertain, you putting too much into it, you being extra. And I said, okay, I can understand that. And inappropriate touching. Some people, they might be talking to another woman, a woman to woman conversation, and there's a lot of physical contact. A lot of people, for some reason, they talk with their hands. So you got a group of people out there that every time they talk to you, they want to touch you and stuff. So we don't want to just say touching. We want to say inappropriate touching. Because somebody was saying, they know somebody, when she talked to a guy, she touched him on the thigh. And I was like, the thigh? The thigh bone connected to the hearty, ha, ha, ha. Yeah, you might be doing too much touching somebody on their thigh. Like, then I was saying, maybe, let's reel it back a little bit. What if you meet somebody and you give them a little hug or a side hug? Is that too much? Some people was like, yeah. Some people was like, no, long as it ain't inappropriate and you know them, and I would never disrespect my man like that. So to me, I was like, oh man, because I never really thought about it, that you might be doing something that you think is harmless, but the other person, depending on their upbringing and who they grew up around, what area they grew up in, it might be inappropriate. It might be too much. So flirtation. Now, definitely, if you trying to get somebody's phone number, ain't nothing, that's obvious right there. If you trying to get a phone number, or you trying to make plans with this person, or go out for some sort of outing or dinner date or lunch date or something like this, you spending time with this person, then I think that's doing too much. If you trying to set some time and put some thought into, being around this person, maybe that's too much. That might be more than flirting. That might be dating. You actually going on a date with this person. So yeah, spending too much time with a person, trying to set up plans to be with a person, that's out of pocket. So that's when we're going to put our foot down right there as well. Sparking up conversation. You got some people who are outgoing and they have exuberant personalities, and they spark up conversations in their travels, in their comings and goings. They like to talk, because I've been in places around people I don't know from a hole in the wall, and it'd be a conversation struck up, and we wind up talking about maybe personal things, not too personal, but more than I would usually talk to with a stranger. So do you consider striking up random conversation with others? Is that flirtation? Maybe, maybe not. I'm on the fence about that one. Let me see. What else would be considered flirting? I'm on the fence about it, y'all, because a lot of the things that I think is flirtation is actually out of pocket behavior. See, I'm not too, set on the side, or I'm not too jealous in mind state to where you can't have a conversation with somebody. But if you get to the point to where you touching and you having extra conversation outside of that initial one, it's like what we doing here. So okay, say you meet a old friend that you used to know, maybe used to date. If you see him in that moment or you see her in that moment and y'all speak and keep it moving, then I think that's fine. But if you trying to rekindle and reconnect, I think that's out of pocket, y'all. That's out of pocket. So that'd be a no-no. Trying to spark back up a friendship, leave the past in the past. You got a new life with a new person, and you going in a new direction. So leave that where it is, y'all. Uh, if you kissing somebody, that's way past flirting. If you kissing somebody, you out of pocket, you in violation, and you need to be stopped. Now, on the other hand, what do you do when you around somebody or you interact with somebody and their significant other is on the other end of that and he think y'all interaction is being too flirtatious? How do you maneuver in a situation like that? Me personally, if I could recognize there's some sort of tension in the air, I will address it as soon as possible. I'll be like, yo, I just this that I know her from this, and it's nothing. She like even though you don't want to hear it, I let them know with my situation. I'm married happily, and I just seen I was trying to catch up. I'm in no stretch, shape, form trying to reconnect with her or I'm sorry, man. Let me get out your way, bro. I was just saying what's up. Get him a dap and keep it moving. Because what if you in a situation where you just communicating with a person and they significant other there, it might stop right there for you, but for that person that you was meeting again, her significant other might take that straight to the crib. So in a way, you got to try to do something on their behalf too, so it ain't sparking some sort of animosity or ill feeling in their household as well. So, if I recognize that, I do as much as I can to put that person at ease. And sometimes you got to do that. You got to include that other person because say they come around the corner, like you in a grocery store and you see somebody and your significant other come around the corner and y'all clam up, that's gonna be a red flag right there. So if they acting in a different fashion than they act around you, maybe that's a discussion y'all need to have. So if you are the odd person interjecting yourself in somebody else's, I guess, relationship and you speaking, maybe you got to be mindful of that because anything you do may come across as flirtation, especially if they're not in a good space in a relationship. And I think it boils down to trust as well. It boils down to trust. Are you with someone you trust? Do you trust your significant other? Do you trust your wife? Do you trust your girlfriend? Do you trust your friend? Do you trust them? Because if you trust them, y'all have a mutual understanding and respect for each other, then we not even having this conversation because they're allowed to, move and they know you. And sometimes you got to let them know what you feel uncomfortable with in certain situations because you might think is inappropriate for hugging. They might not. So then y'all could come together, have that discussion and come to a compromise. Okay, well, I just shake hands or I just give a side hug. So, you gotta be open. Communication is the key, y'all. Y'all know it. You communicate your likes and dislikes. They communicate what they used to. You communicate what you used to. And then y'all come to some sort of middle ground. But sometimes these conversations don't happen until you're put in you're put in that situation. So sometimes you got to come up to the situation. It don't mean as an end all be all. That mean that's the time where y'all iron out the wrinkle, y'all iron out the kinks. So just don't say it because he hugged somebody or because she pecked somebody on the teeth or he smiled too much or, that ain't no reason to end it all. But y'all might got to get an understanding of that. And that's what I wanted to say. In all of this, you have categories where people, they in violation or people doing too much or they out of pocket. But you have to communicate to find out what's going on, let the other person know what you're comfortable with so y'all could come to some sort of compromise. So with that, I'm about to wrap it up. I got a couple more things I want to do today. I got a call. Kareem just hit me up, so I got to reach out to Kareem right quick. See Terrell Scott. Me and him probably be doing something later on TikTok. If y'all got TikTok, tune in. I don't know when we gonna do it, but it'll be on my page probably. I don't know for sure, but I'm gonna try to get it on my page. We did it on my page last time, so we might be switching to his page. But y'all going to TikTok is either on C Terrell Scott yapping or it's gonna be on mine. That's Let's Get To It with a U. That's LETSGETTUIT. That's on TikTok. And then later on about 3 o'clock, I'm gonna head over to the shop, and I think Lottie got a little something going on. I don't know if he gonna have Bird. He said he might be bringing somebody else in, but I'm gonna try to work my way in there on a co-host tip, y'all. He left the door open a little bit, but when I first talked to him, it was kind of, yeah, you can come through. I ain't really looking for no partners or nothing, but I was letting him know I'm trying to collab with you, trying to learn. He got a good setup going on, and if we can collab, that's what I want to do. So I'm gonna shoot over there today around 3. And I'm just gonna record the video. It ain't gonna be live, and then I'm gonna just upload that later. So that's gonna be on his platform, and that's The Mighty Lottie. It's gonna be on Facebook and it's gonna be on YouTube. So, he do the music and stuff like that. So I'm trying to interject and, bring my little flair to him. Bring not my large setup, but I'm gonna bring my phone setup and set up there, record that, upload that a little bit later. So I'm gonna have a decent day, y'all. But y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. It was flirtation today on this Sunday morning show. Y'all get in there. Y'all watch some football. Hope y'all team wins. Some of y'all team, it don't matter if you win or not. You're not going to the playoffs, y'all. So my case is closed, man. Y'all know who it is. It's King Sam, the powerful. And y'all my go-getters. Let's go. Let's go. Court is adjourned. My case is closed. I'm out of here. And don't be out of pocket. And don't be violating nobody with inappropriate flirting. Y'all know what it is. I'm out of here, y'all. Hold on. Let me get this beat dropping again. Hold on. Hold on. Here we go. Yeah. This flawless. BLE Bishop. Yeah, y'all. Don't forget about my mans and them. Elite Pros. That's E and Mook and Ray and Connie. Over there on 368 Denby Boulevard. Yeah. Elite Pro Barbershop. They got 3 fantastic barbers over there. You got Ray, you got Mook, and you got E. Y'all go check them out, y'all. Of course, you got Sunrise Kitchen, Bath, and Closets right here on Mercury Boulevard. They got a location in Chesapeake, and they got another location in Virginia Beach, y'all. Yeah. Y'all come check me out as much as possible, man. Go to my page. I got the banger videos, and it's getting more exclusive by the day, so I'ma start integrating more things, y'all.